If you want to know how I was able to create this simple makeup look, keep watching. Hi guys, hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pamela, and if you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, you're welcome to my channel, guys. Yes, we have a good time on this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much. I appreciate. So in today's video, I'll be doing a simple makeup tutorial for beginners. So you don't need to do all those full face makeup to look good. Yeah, so please guys, subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos, and also comment. So without wasting much of our time, let's just dive straight into the video. So guys, I'll be starting off with cleansing my skin with my wipes. So because you're going for a simple look, I will skip some skincare prep for makeup. So I think if you haven't watched my skin prep for makeup, you should go and watch the video. So next, after cleansing, I went using my moisturizer. This is Cetaphil moisturizer. So for the application, as a beginner, you can use any small flat brush, or you can still use your bare hands to apply and massage into the skin. Okay. So after you are done applying, the next thing you should go in with is your moisturizer. Sorry guys, I say moisturizer. Go in with your primer. So this is me using my hydrating primer on my face. Like I said earlier, you can equally apply with your bare hands if you don't want brushes. And note that primers don't go under the eyes, okay? Make sure everything blend into the skin so you don't have maybe your products gathered somewhere. Okay, so next I went in with my foundation, that is my shade. Although I mixed two foundations to get my shade, that foundation Avoir is darker than my skin tone, so I mixed two and I used my hands to place it on my face. Since I'm not going for full coverage, I'll be using my dense brush, okay, to blend it into the skin. And after doing that, I'm also going with my damped beauty blender. Yes, for beginners, always don't just go in with your beauty blender like that. Make it damp so that the water will go off. Do you understand? So yeah. So for your foundation, since you're going for a simple look, you don't need much product on the face. You can see when I applied it, I applied little, and I'm using my brush to blend everything. Okay. So after that, this is me using my damped beauty blender to blend everything into the skin. Blend well because you don't want to see harsh lines, okay? So after that, I'll be going in with my concealer. You can use any concealer, but make sure it's lighter than your skin tone. So I'm using Elegel Pro Concealer, I think in the shade Fawn. Yeah. So this is me placing it. Little products. I'm going with a little product. After that, I'm also going with my damped beauty blender to blend it into the skin. So for your concealer, you don't want to see harsh lines, so blend seamlessly. Blend. For a good makeup, for good makeup, you need to blend. So after that, I went in with a darker shade of foundation for my contour. You can use your hand to place this. You can use a stick foundation. You can use contour for this. So, but I used a flat brush and a foundation that is darker than my skin tone to place the contour. So after placing that place you're seeing me now, placing it, I will go again and place on my forehead. Okay, yeah, I'll be placing on my forehead. So if you want a slimmer forehead, you can bring your contour closer. I don't know if you understand, like close to the face. If you don't want a slimmer forehead, you can just keep it at the edge of your hair. I hope you guys understand. So this is me using my contour brush to blend it. You blend upwards. For beginners, don't blend your contour downwards. No, you blend upwards. Okay. Blend very well. Okay, guys. You can see how it's looking. So I went in to blend the forehead. So for my nose contour, I use the same dark foundation. You can still use contour like I said, but I'm using my dark foundation for this. A flat brush. You are doing like a white shape on your nose. So gradual process, guys. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush it. Because if you do, you'll make a mistake and you don't want to do that. So you drag small. After doing that, you will blend it with your brush still. So this is me doing the blending, guys. So I'll be using my beauty blender. From the place I highlighted, I'll be pressing it in towards the contour I did so that you can't see harsh lines. Are you guys seeing? So for brighter under eye, I went again using my concealer to just brighten the under eye. I hope you guys can see it very well. So this part I did is optional. If you don't want a bright under eye, you can still skip this part. Okay, but because I want a bright under eye, I went for that. So for your what's it called, blush, liquid blush, I'm using my lip palette, guys. You can use a lip gloss, you can equally use a lipstick or anything that is available that can give you. Have a palette, blush palette that is liquid, you can still use it. So I'm using my lip palette and I mixed two colors to get that. Then I'm using my beauty blender to blend it into the skin. So like it didn't come out very well. Like I went again adding more product on my face. So if you feel like when you're applying it for beginners and it's too much, you don't know what to do, go in with a darker powder. Okay, a darker powder to tone it down. Do you understand? Yeah. So this is me trying to press everything into the skin so I won't see harsh lines. Because if you're seeing harsh lines, the makeup is not looking very fine. You get. So next thing I went to moisturize my lips with my lip balm so that it can be easy for me to line when I want to line. So for now, I'll be setting the under eye. So it's little product I need and I'll dust off excess. Then I will now place it on my face. You are pressing now. You are pressing. So I went with my beauty blender to press it into the skin. I hope you guys can see. I'm pressing it into my skin. And the highlighted areas, my chin, under the eyes, my chin, my forehead. So, yeah. Anywhere you see harsh lines, try to use your beauty blender to blend everything. So moving on to my eyebrows, I first of all used a spoolie to brush it out. Then next used a spoolie that has hair wax on it to put the brows in place. If you haven't watched my eyebrow tutorial video, guys, go and watch it. That's where you learn everything. Like, I gave every detail you need about eyebrow tutorial. Yeah. So this is me setting the brow side so that when I'm lining, I will not, because I'm done with my makeup now, so no liquid will obstruct me or make my pencil not to come out. Do you understand? Yeah. So I'm dusting it off, the excess powder. Then I went in using a sharp pencil, guys. Sharp pencil, that's what you want to use. So that you just draw a line following how your brows was carved. Do you understand? And note, like I said, brows are not twins, they are siblings. So they'll just try to look alike, but not exact. Do you guys understand? So this is me trying to line the brows. After lining it, the next thing to do is to use a concealer still lighter than your skin tone so that it can pop up. More especially, you concentrate at the brow bones, okay? So now I'm filling it in. After lining, I'm filling it in, and I'm making the tip of the brows, if I'm not mistaken, from the starting point so it can look natural. So this is me brushing it out so it can look natural a little bit. So if you know me, you know I don't highlight, I don't conceal, my top brows. I only do my under. So this is me cleaning off using my concealer. An angle brush. You can use a flat brush, any flat brush, anyone that you are good with. So I'm starting here because I feel like if you start from this side, it will give you a guideline. Do you understand? So you won't make mistake. Then you can now drag and come to the front. Do you get? But most of the time, if you're starting from your brows, like from the beginning, and you're going down to that tail side, you might make mistakes sometimes. So that's why I normally start from the tail side. So to give me a guideline on how to draw my eyebrows. So yeah, you can steal this tip from me. So do it gently, because with brows you don't want to rush, guys. As a beginner, take your time and do your brows. At least it can take you up to maybe 3 to 5 minutes to do your brows. Don't rush, because the more you rush, you go and spoil everything you've done. Okay, I will try and do a video that I will be starting from my eyebrows to the complete makeup instead of doing skin prep first before my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm trying to do the other side the same way I did the first one, and after doing that, I will go in with a blending brush to blend in the concealer. So this is me using my blending brush. Some people use their hands for this, but you can't be working on a client and use your hand now. You can use your blending brush, but if you're doing your personal makeup, you can use your hand. So advice, use both your hand, and if you're doing for your personal self, just use your hand. Okay, please. That's better. So after doing it, guys, I'll use my powder palette, to set my eyebrows. So now I'm moving in using my primer, eyeshadow primer, but you can still use your concealer for this. You can still use the same concealer using concealing your brows for this thing I'm doing now, or you can still use eyeshadow primer if you have. Then blend it so you don't see harsh lines. You understand? Blend it seamlessly. So this is me going in because I want to set my nose contour. So going with a darker shade, and I'll use that darker shade to do my transition first. So for the transition, I'm using a fluffy brush. Can you guys see? Yeah. For transition, you're using a matte eyeshadow. Yeah, don't go with shimmer, or please use a matte eyeshadow for your transition. So I'm trying to make the ending side darker. I want a darker shade for that. So I'm trying to blend it out so you don't see harsh lines with a neutral color again. So this is me. I want to use a matte tool. This is artificial crease because I did not cut my crease. So sorry guys, artificial crease. This is me using my flat brush to do a crease. Yeah, to cut crease, but I did not use the complete primer, eyeshadow primer, to cut the crease. I just did artificial cutting of crease there, so you guys can see. So I'm trying to blend it in so they will not see the stuff I did. So moving on to lining using my eyeliner to line. So for here, we're not drawing any winged out liner, no. Just drawing the normal length of our eyes, and that's all. So the next thing I will do is I'll use my gel liner to do my lower lash line, to line my waterline, sorry. So for this one, you have to be very careful so you don't even make mistake or stain your makeup, okay? For beginners, take your time always. Don't be in a hurry. Sometimes you might feel like tearing up. You just breathe in and out and look up so that your gel liner will not spoil your stuff, okay? So next, I want to set my entire face, okay, using my powder palette. So I want to set my entire face. After that, I went in with my blush powder palette to also set my blush. Yeah. So moving on to lining my lips, I'm still using the same eye pencil I used earlier to line my brows. So I'm using it to line my lips. So it depends on the type of lips you want. If you want to overline, here I'm not overlining, guys. I just followed the line of my lips to line. So the same what's it called, lip palette I used to do my blush, liquid blush, that's the same palette I'm using for my lip. Okay, so there's a color I'm trying to get, and for everything you do, you blend it so that you don't see harsh lines, okay? So this is me using a blending brush to blend it into my lips so I don't see harsh lines. Please, very important. So I want to still define the lips so you can see that brown distinct liner I did. So for my lashes, I'm trying to use my lash glue, to glue the eyelash and keep it so it can be sticky before the application. So moving on to using my mascara to brush out my lashes before I'll fix it. So I did my lashes off camera, guys, so I owe you guys a how to fix lashes video, okay? So this is me using my glow, my highlighter. So for this one, for the application, you can use a fluffy brush or a beauty blender, but I use beauty blender here. So anyone that works for you, I think that's better. So moving on to using a lip gloss to blend my lips. So this is the outcome of it, and now I'm setting my face and we are done. Voila. So guys, this is the look that we created. So subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you guys in my next video.